Have you ever gotten into a fight with a close friend or a partner, and has that close friend or partner after the fight avoided speaking to you on purpose? What is that called in English? Today we're going to learn a new English phrase, and you're going to listen to a natural, unscripted conversation between two native English speakers. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jacob from jacobteacher.com. I hope you are having a fantastic day. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you as a subscriber on this channel. And today, what we're going to do is I'm going to play you an excerpt from a recent podcast episode that I recorded. Now, one question that I get very often from people is, what is the best way to improve my English listening skills? How can I improve? How can I understand more English? And my answer is always the same. You need to be listening to real conversations between native English speakers. Listening to movies, listening to songs, all of that stuff is great. It helps. But there's nothing like listening to an unscripted, raw, natural conversation between two native English speakers. That is exactly why I started this podcast, the Jacob Teacher Podcast, and that is what I'm going to show you today. You can download the full episode of the podcast below. In this particular episode, I had a special guest, Lloyd, from Lloyd's Everyday English, join me for a conversation. And Lloyd and I are talking about something called the silent treatment in English. So without further ado, I'm going to play you the conversation that Lloyd and I had. Listen very carefully to what Lloyd and I say, and I'm going to ask you a question afterwards to test your understanding.
Definitely useful. So the silent treatment, yeah. So let's say, for example, you upset your girlfriend or wife and they don't want to talk to you. So they punish you by not talking to you, and they give you the silent treatment.
Are you in a relationship right now?
Not at the moment, no. So no silent treatment is being dished out. But I have experienced a lot of silent treatment over the years.
have you ever been guilty of giving the silent treatment? Or when you get into an argument with a partner, are you the type of person that has to kind of hash things out right away? Or do you need some time to think about it and then come back and have a discussion later?
I think I mean, I don't want to be sexist or whatever, but I think it is more of a female thing, the silent treatment, but of course men can do it too. In my case, not really. I mean, sometimes when I get upset about something, I'll need a few minutes maybe, but I wouldn't kind of ignore somebody for a few hours. I mean, I've been on the receiving end, so I've experienced that before, and it's not the nicest. I'm sure you've experienced that before as well.
Yeah, it drives me nuts, man, because I'm the kind of person that if I'm in an argument, I need to just get everything out on the table, and sometimes that's probably a bad idea too, because sometimes
that is a bad idea. Sometimes,
yeah, sometimes it's helpful to sit back for a while and think and cool down, but. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite.
Yeah, because then in the heat of the moment, you say things that you regret. So sometimes I think it's better. What I like to do is not necessarily give the silent treatment, but just cool down. Just let myself calm down before I say something I might regret. But I think that's probably what women or whoever is doing as well when they give the silent treatment. They're trying to calm down, but it just the way that we suffer from it is not.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on the person, but whenever I've received the silent treatment in the past, I've always felt like there was something more, that there was something more, what's the word I'm looking for? Sinister, I guess, than them trying to cool down. There's something almost like, I felt like people are trying to punish you with the silent treatment, you know?
Yeah, no, it's a power thing, I think. But
yeah.
But what I've realized, I think, is that you need to try to push through the silent treatment. So often guys, when we receive the silent treatment, we're just like, she's being whatever, right? And I don't know if I should use any bad words on your podcast.
Swear away. I just posted a video all about swearing, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. You might say, she's just being a bitch, whatever. But actually what it is she's trying to see if you care enough to sort of break through her barriers to find out what's going on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Absolutely. Yeah, and a lot of time you can do it with humor too, and it's just persistence, I think.
Exactly. No, exactly. Yeah. So sort of like breaking the pattern, Because if you're so serious, then it's hard to get out of that. But if you try to mix it up, and then you get a smile out of her or something, and then then you're sort of back in the game.
All right, so I hope you enjoyed listening to that part of the conversation. Again, if you want to download the full episode, the link is in the description of this video. Did you hear what Lloyd was saying about the silent treatment? He was saying that sometimes the silent treatment can be like a test. People who are giving the silent treatment could be testing the people with whom they're arguing to see if those people care enough to try to come to some resolution. Now, I want to know, in the comment section, let me know, do you agree with Lloyd? Do you think he's right about that? Also, have you ever given the silent treatment before? Have you ever received the silent treatment from someone with whom you were arguing? The question kind of has to do with psychology, so I'm curious to know what you have to say about the topic. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.